Listen, man. Listen, man. Listen, man. Listen. We talking practice.
Matthew Harvey with the 12 o'clock siren, recording live at the 903 Broadband Studios at the Cowboy Corner on the southeast side of the downtown Leonard Square. On my left hand is James Hetfield Hartley.
Ooh, I like that one. I was going to say that's out of bounds, but that was good. I like that.
I just made it up.
I like it. On my left is Jason Fuller.
Yep, no nickname or
Howdy,
nothing.
folks.
It's hard to follow, Matthew.
Yeah, I know. It's hard to go nickname to another nickname organically.
I pulled that out within the last 30 seconds.
That was awesome.
I would just like to say that the podcast is still going.
Yeah, sorry.
It is, yeah.
A few people have texted me and been like, dude, what happened?
No.
But we're still a thing.
Yeah.
Still going.
Flu season hit us hard.
Yeah. No stupid virus going to shut us down.
Let's not talk about that. I'd rather not.
Okay.
I was just letting people know
Do
why.
you want to talk about it?
Nah.
I don't really want to talk about it.
I
think it's stupid.
I deactivated my social medias because of it.
No, you didn't.
I got so tired of it. I was like, jeez.
Yeah, and to my left sounds like Jim McDonald.
I did. I did. Too many toilet paper and
Yeah, what is with the toilet paper?
I don't know.
Why?
Everything I read was one of the two.
Why?
I was like, I
feel like this virus's sole purpose is just to piss me off.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Now they're buying up toilet paper, which is already on short supply around my house.
Right.
I think my wife flushes whole rolls for sport.
Yeah. You should get on that Amazon subscribe and save.
Oh, okay.
Because it just shows up.
You on that toilet paper drip?
Y'all have a button?
Toilet paper and toothpaste, man. It just
Y'all
shows
have a
up.
button that you press?
No, it just comes.
okay.
We just set it up like it comes every other week. Whatever.
This goes back to a good George Carlin, something he noticed, I guess. How cool it would be to be up on one commodity in life, like toilet paper.
Just
like
to have
you
all
don't
of
ever
it.
have to worry about it again.
It would be.
Like chewing gum or
Toilet paper would
toothpaste, like you
be
said.
a good choice. Toothpaste,
Socks.
deodorant. Yeah.
Won't expire.
Like regular socks. I'm be a big
Like
fan.
fresh
of that.
pair every day.
Yeah, that's my
Well,
one.
Yeah, that's the goal, right?
Yeah.
To never wear the same pair of socks twice.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nothing like new sock day, man.
New sock is good.
Especially like
I feel
some
like
good
Scrooge McDuck when I got new socks on, man. Like I'm swimming in gold coins.
like the like Nike socks that you wear with like basketball shoes or whatever. Like those, sliding into those fresh
Dude,
pair.
I'll tell you how to like live above your foot means
What's that?
on a budget.
How's that?
Wolverine socks.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not quite as expensive as like Nike socks, but way more comfortable than like Fruit of the Loom or Hanes
How
socks.
long do y'all keep socks for?
Oh, too long.
Not very long.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah.
If you're anything like me, but how long do you go?
I
Like
buy
year,
socks
2 years?
more often than any other clothing item.
As do I, but like I have a lot of socks because I don't seem to throw my old ones away.
Yeah, I still got them, but they're not in rotation.
Yeah.
I have a box
Keep some
full
backups
of old duty socks.
for no telling
A
what.
rainy day.
Yeah.
Coronavirus. Everybody's doing
You need
toilet
some
paper. I got socks, which maybe
ankle socks at that, you know.
yeah, which could
Ankle socks
could come in handy.
You got to use those, wisely.
They're not the most
Delicately.
useful socks when it
You don't
comes
want
to
to use those
apocalypse.
after Hot Cheeto Day. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man. Well, so okay, no more coronavirus talk.
Okay.
What have you guys been up to? It's been like 10 days.
I've been hiding out from the
we had
coronavirus.
2 weekends.
Got to go back to it. Jason's been
sick.
down hard.
You got
I
sick,
haven't
didn't
been
you,
watching the NBA because of the stupid coronavirus.
No.
I got a little bit under the weather again, man.
You didn't have coronavirus, did you?
Sinus infection again.
Oh, man.
Third one since Thanksgiving. I'm about to just cut my nose off.
My wife was down hard with the flu last week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
she
what
was
I've been doing.
Sick the same day. We were going to, we were going to do a podcast this past weekend for you guys, and I was ill, and the guys
Couldn't get a hold of you?
Yeah, well, I was hibernating.
Yeah.
To be fair, though, my phone is on silent always.
Oh, of course. I never have mine on.
Yeah, my phone hasn't rang in like 7 years because it's always on silent, so I don't hear it half the time anyway.
No. No, I had to have my wife text his wife. And it's like, is Jason alive? And she was like, barely.
They sent a carrier pigeon to my house.
Yeah. Oh, what have you been doing, Matthew?
Fishing?
Did a little fishing. Caught a couple
How'd you
fish. I didn't catch a couple.
Oh.
Garrett caught a couple.
What was the bait of choice?
Spinner.
There you go.
Yeah.
What color?
Yeller?
Yeller? What kind of blades? What shape were the
couldn't
blades?
tell you.
Oh, come on, man.
Like two prop
I need to
or
know
something
for my
like that.
notes.
Two prop.
Inboard, outboard.
Yes, like a
Chris Craft.
I think it was an outboard.
Oh, okay.
We went to see Pee-wee's Big Adventure at the Majestic Theater this
you
past
did.
week, which was super cool for a fan like myself. Do y'all like Pee-wee?
I do.
Yeah.
Did y'all watch the cartoon? Not the cartoon.
Yeah,
but the
absolutely.
Playhouse and
I remember Pee-wee when it was an adult show on HBO.
right, which was
who's
like the early '80s.
Yeah.
I don't remember that, but I do remember like when Lawrence Fishburne was.
Well, he was on that.
Yeah, oh,
he was
was
on
he?
there then,
yeah. Him and Troy McClure, Phil Hartman.
Isn't that,
They ran around together.
how many
a lot.
other times has a television show been repurposed but not like rearranged? You know what I mean? Like the arrangement of the show was pretty much the same, but it went from being like an adult variety hour show to like a children's show.
Yeah.
Same actors, same set, same
Just different content.
just different content.
Yeah.
Has that ever happened?
Maybe to the siren soon. I don't know.
Yeah, well, that's probably true.
Well, we have to define an
It'll be going
audience
the
first.
other way, I'm sure, when the wheels fall off of this thing.
Yeah. Oh.
No, it was a cool transition they did make, going to that, and we watched the movie, like it was in the theater, and everybody watched the movie, and part of the preview and the post trailer, I guess, of it was the live footage from the MTV premiere they had in 1985. It was like Mr. T's there, and David Lee Roth, and Eddie Murphy, Steve Martin. All these guys, showing up for the
That's a
premiere.
who's
Grauman's
who
Theater.
of 80s.
Yeah, it was really cool to step back to 1985 and see like Pee-wee's like hosting it, and like he's a big deal. It's funny to go back to when he was a big deal.
Yeah. He's not now.
No, not so much. But
What happened to
it
him?
was a packed theater. He up and everybody applauded him. And
That's
stuff.
cool.
Very
It was
cool.
pretty neat.
Yeah.
Francis.
I told Matthew I thought he was from Dallas. Like it makes sense, but he's actually from Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, it was cool. He told a lot of stories about how Tim Burton got brought on, and a lot of that stuff's out there. But it's cool to hear it from him.
So, sorry, I had no idea that that movie had reached like
cult status.
Yeah, like what is it, Rocky Horror Picture Show?
Yeah.
I had no idea it was on that level.
Yeah, I don't know why. Like, I remember when, and this is many years after it came out, but like in college, me and Jim, back in the day, he liked the movie a lot too. But we'd text back and forth when picture phones came out. Like, I'd take a picture of this old scene from Pee-wee, and he knew exactly what I was talking about, and we laughed about it, But the amount of people that showed up in the, suits, and like when Pee-wee hitchhikes, he's got the Texas, like a big shape of Texas on the hitchhiking, thing, and somebody showed up with one of those. But it was really cool to see, 35 years later.
Where were they showing it?
The Majestic Theater.
Oh, okay.
Isn't that where we went
I
to
think that's where
Stephen
we
and
went.
Noah?
It's a really cool venue, right?
Yeah, it's really pretty.
What I remember of it.
Yeah.
One of the cooler stories at the end of the movie, Pee-wee plays the hotel desk man, at a hotel, and James Brolin is playing Pee-wee, and Morgan Fairchild is playing Dottie, like in the movie, and he's awkwardly behind the desk watching James Brolin and like lipping the words to it. But when he talks in the microphone, he does this paging Mr. Herman. It's like a really weird dubbed voice. But one of the story he said for it, told about it, was the cameraman at the movie every morning would say, "Good morning, Mr. Herman," and the guy said, "I love your voice. We're going to use your voice," and ended up that's the guy's voice that they dubbed.
That's
over.
crazy.
Very cool.
It's a cool story.
But pretty neat for a Pee-wee dork.
That's a good weekend you had there.
Yeah, and Velvet Taco before.
Man, I was jealous, dude.
Yeah.
I felt a little bit like you were cheating on me, kind of.
He just
It was
scoreboarded you.
It was
I
weird
know.
being there before midnight.
Yeah.
It was like 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
No line.
We usually catch that on the coming back to Leonard.
Right.
But man, I love that place. Their tacos are
I did the
amazing.
fish and chips, which has like a curry mustard on it, and it's phenomenal.
Speaking of curry, I stopped at the PDQ, what used to be the PDQ in Melissa.
Mm-hmm.
They had pork rinds that were curry based, and I just saw them while I was checking out, and I was like, next time we'll try it. I don't know how I feel about it, but we'll see.
I'd eat that.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, but man, the fish and chip tacos and the I think the ahi tuna with the lettuce wrap.
Yep,
dude,
yep,
it's
good
mean.
stuff.
It's mean.
That
So,
sounds good.
any of our listeners that ever make it down to Mockingbird and 70, is it Mockingbird and 75?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Knox Henderson area, kind of, right?
Yeah, Mockingbird, I believe.
Yeah. So anybody that makes it down there, go check out the Velvet Taco.
That's right by Highland Park.
Sort of. It's on the east side of the road.
Just east of Highland Park,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. It's kind of down there in the North Park Mall area.
Yeah.
What are y'all doing this weekend?
I'm not sure about that.
I don't even know my plans. I was going to say,
The
though,
weather's going to be pooty, so I'm thinking about
it looks like rain for the next 8 days.
Yeah.
40 to 80% every day.
That really hurts my little
8
fishing
days.
heart.
Yeah.
Going and finding
gonna
some
be tough.
gopher wood, build an ark.
It's not going to be fun. But it was saying that for like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday this week. So hopefully it's just wrong,
Yeah.
like it's been.
Well, as a weather forecaster, I'm telling you that's a possibility.
Yeah, it's a pretty good one, probably.
Saturday morning, I think I am going to the Texas Stole competition. It's a bunch of backcountry experimental airplanes in Gainesville, Texas, coming in. And I follow a lot of these people on YouTube. There's a lot of like semi-YouTube celebrities, and they're all going to be there doing like short landing and takeoff, kind of thing. So
That's cool.
yeah,
Sweet.
going to do that. That should be fun. We'll see.
Very cool.
Yeah, I might take the kiddos over there, see what's up.
I went to Munster last week for work, and man, that's a really cool looking little town.
Did you stop at Fisher's?
No, where did we eat? I forget the name of the place, but it was a little German place there.
I have a picture of one of the spots there that had everything that most restaurants specialize in on one side. It was like steaks, pizza,
Yeah.
Chinese
Nachos.
food. Yeah, Italian. It's like everything. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What's going on here?
Their volunteer fire department, like the building, looks better than most like paid.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
It's not a
interesting.
very big town.
No, it's not. It's a cool town, and they do German Fest, not
Yeah.
Oktoberfest, and I think it's in the spring, and that's a siren field trip, is what that is.
should be.
Because they say it's amazing. I've
Yeah.
never been.
The town looks really cool. It looks like every house in town is restored. It looks
Yeah.
great. I don't know why that is.
It's all like. Look,
Did you go north of town?
I did. We were
To
working
those,
on a house.
windmill areas?
Yeah, the windmills were behind the house. we were
Where
working on.
Matt's dad does their little golf trip.
Oh, okay.
in
yeah,
June.
Turtle Creek? No, Turtle
Yeah.
Hill. Turtle Hill.
Turtle Hill.
Yeah.
Those
a fun time.
windmills are fascinating.
Yeah, man, we've been out there late at night, and they're going so fast. I remember sitting there for probably an hour or two and going, when is that train going to pass? Because I just assumed it was a train in the distance, but come to it's those blades.
Turns out you were wrong.
Pretty wild. I got laughed at, I believe.
Yeah.
But I was going to say, week before last, we went to see the Eagles, and we talked about that. Did we talk about the Leaning Tower of Dallas?
On the podcast.
I'm not sure if we talked about
We drove
that
by
on here
it
or not.
and took a couple pictures. However, the pictures were not that good. Did you guys get a chance to look at it?
Just
No,
see it on
so,
social media.
so it's still up then.
No, I think it's down now.
Oh, it is.
They brought
down.
in some experts, right?
Apparently, not Lloyd Neighbors.
One would have thought they would have brought in experts the first time.
Jim Neighbors was it Jim Neighbors Extra?
They should have brought in George Bush for that. Oh, just kidding.
Oh, the first edited.
Oh, sorry.
Should have brought in the ATF.
That's a controversial
there you go.
opinion.
Burn that baby down.
That's it. Yeah. There's a George Bush did 9/11 and a Branch Davidians one in the recap. That's
man.
awesome.
But the guy that put the Choctaw advertisement on the side of it.
Choctaw Indian high stakes bingo.
Oh, that was.
Did you see that?
Awesome. Yeah.
He was my college roommate.
Was he really?
Yeah,
Man,
cool.
I hope he got promoted.
works for that company, I guess, and
Yeah,
Very
came up
cool.
with that idea. That was pretty clever.
that is.
Good for
Man.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good for that guy.
Small world too.
yeah.
Mm.
Where we going next?
But nobody saw it because everything's canceled.
I know. What just got canceled?
I don't know.
NCAA tournament?
NCAA, NBA.
I already filled out my bracket, too.
This will be the year that Gonzaga wins it.
Yeah,
every year.
I don't know.
Yeah.
The NBA season is canceled. The
Season
remainder of the NBA
There she
season.
is.
Scared me to death.
Several conference tournaments in basketball, in college basketball.
Yeah.
I seen just earlier that the state playoffs, the high school state playoffs, are canceled. After, I think the 3A men's was the last one decided, and then from then on it's canceled until a later date. Man, even everything, small, like local, I say local, but
Whiskey Myers canceled their show.
Yeah, a lot of bands that I follow on social media are saying that their tour for the in the foreseeable future is postponed or canceled. Wrestling, I'm a wrestling fan, and they're moving events from different cities to
The Midwest.
Well, yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Well, it's the venues.
Yeah.
Like Madison Square Garden doesn't want 30,000 people in house.
No.
So
So they're going to go to the Majestic in Dallas where there's 1,800 people or something.
I heard a joke the other day. Was it South by Southwest was canceled?
Yep.
And then coronavirus is headlining Coachella. I don't know. But I think Coachella's since been
Hey, man,
postponed or something.
my folks down in Austin, man, my friends and family down there are like, hey, we can drive around Austin in March now.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's gone, So.
Isn't it kind of weird that like the coronavirus is it's a man-made virus, correct?
So that's what we thought. I was listening to Rogan the other day, who had that epidemiologist on there, and they have the wet market, which is like all these animals, any kind of animal that you can think of, people eat over there. Mm-hmm. And people were eating bats, and it came from bats.
Did it come from bats?
That's what the thought is.
Well, now the coronavirus has existed in like the bovine world for a long time, correct?
Did it? Okay, I don't
think
know.
so. Yeah, well, I've seen someone around, like I said, social media, that's where I get all my news.
Reports of that.
That they've had vaccines for that for cows for years.
Well, then shoot me up, dude.
I really don't know. I'm completely
What do y'all believe?
ignorant. I think it's just kind of odd that this virus is sweeping the world in election year.
Yeah.
You don't feel that it's just
a little
tiny bit coincidental?
Yeah.
I saw a funny meme the other day that said it was like finally Obama's stopping taking credit for the economy.
Yeah.
It's like it's no longer the Obama economy.
I think I saw that and didn't get it.
Yeah.
Now I get it. Yeah.
I saw that.
When the Dow's at 29,000, it was his economy. Now it's crashing. Not my economy.
Yeah.
Right.
So.
I don't know, man. I kind of feel like the media is to blame for this widespread panic.
So here's the deal: the coronavirus itself is not dangerous.
Right.
It's like the flu. I mean, it's
is
dangerous,
more dangerous, correct?
Well, they're about on par now. That it had been that way up until this week, and I think the coronavirus is now at 3% lethality, where the flu is at 2%. So, but it's marginal, right? I mean, it's the same.
Yeah.
thing.
What everyone says is the already sick or the elderly.
Yeah.
Are at risk, largely at risk.
Right. Like you and us, we have no worries about it.
Not me, because my immune system is apparently
Maybe
not
you.
very good.
Yeah. We'll pray for
I'm
you.
going home after this.
Forever. Sanitizing. Yeah.
Forever.
I will make sure you're remembered. But anyhow, it's the global economy and the reaction to the global economy that we have to worry about.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's the fact that Bonham Walmart doesn't have toilet paper on the shelves.
Right.
And that's sheeple, man.
Yep.
We hear you should probably panic, and everybody starts to panic.
But
I saw a very good tweet today that said, all you people stockpiling Purell, keep in mind that the people that are out there without Purell are the ones that need Purell.
Yeah. Exactly.
Don't stockpile it because everybody needs it.
Well, but
I mean, if it's a problem.
It's funny, though, what Jason said is, it's sheeple, and that is absolutely true, but then it does really create a run on stuff, and then, well, maybe we need to go get stuff, too, because now all those people that freaked out about it.
Yeah, see, that's the problem. Like
my butt's dirty.
I don't know if you guys know this. You guys are on the Amazon drip, but, I mean, we buy toilet paper regularly.
Peasant.
Now we can't, and that pisses me right off.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And now I got to drive to Timbuktu to find some toilet paper.
And so you might as well get 10
lines for
Exactly.
toilet paper is a good thing.
Yeah. That's a good Bernie impression.
Thank you very much.
if they
You
let
didn't
me.
see the hands coming either.
I feel like you practiced that.
I have. That's my wife.
That's funny, dude.
Thanks.
Oh, anyway.
I watched the town hall with my wife the other night, and
Wasn't very good.
Bernie Sanders, and every question they asked, I told what his answer was going to be, and it was 99% accurate.
Yeah.
Almost word for word.
That's awesome.
With the impression.
What do y'all think? Y'all calling November?
You want my honest opinion?
Joe Pito?
I'm going to pull back from it, and whatever happens, happens. Because if it's something I don't like, let's get this party started.
I'm going to put it out there. All right. Here's my opinion. If
Vermin.
Furman Supreme, Libertarian candidate.
Vermin Supreme.
His policies aren't bad, but he reinforces the stereotype. No, Joe Biden, if he picks any one of his running mates as VP or somebody that, you know, whatever, if he picks Joe Blow for VP, he loses to Trump hands over fist. Like, Trump destroys him.
Yeah.
I believe they're going to pick Michelle Obama to be the VP. And if that's the case, that's going to win a lot of 2016 Trump voters that were Democrats. Because everybody who is a Democrat loves Obama or the Obamas.
Yeah.
And they voted for her just as much as they did him. And if that's the case, then we will be, come November, Joe Biden will be the president-elect.
We'll be booging.
And we'll be in a recession. And maybe booging.
Yeah.
So
And then it will be Trump's economy? Is that how it works?
Yeah, then it will be.
Is that how it works?
Yeah.
Then it will be.
That's right.
Man, I don't know. I'm so jaded to all this crap, never having anybody that represents me, you know?
Yeah.
Never even close to representing me. So,
Nope.
I don't know. I'm just ready. Whatever. Let's just kick this thing off.
Well, and that's what
Who's the closest president to us?
I don't. There hasn't been.
Yeah, I don't.
There hasn't been. I mean, in a lot of ways, I hate to say this because I don't like Trump's anti-gun stuff or not being.
It's formed by somebody else that went over it with a fine-tooth comb.
It ain't bland no more,
and
Jack.
it's not a direct message. And
No.
I went, why do you even have this if you're not going to give your personal message? Well, now we have that, and I kind of like it, honestly.
Well, and here's what I'm going to say I
I think
like.
it's kind of cool.
Because what I think about, like, come debate time, Trump is going to destroy Biden in the debates
Well,
because he
of
doesn't
course.
care about how he looks. He doesn't care about slinging mud. And I do like that part. I'm going to be like, oh, my
No, there are
gosh.
things about Trump that I like. I'll be honest with you, and I'm not saying I did or didn't or would or wouldn't vote for Trump.
Oh, yeah.
What I am saying is the way that we were going, the direction this country was headed, I think he might have been the right man for the job at the time.
Absolutely.
Because he had some backbone,
Yeah.
and I think that's something we needed.
Now, let me tell you
No.
this.
He does some ridiculous things, but
I am not a
He's the troll
Republican
supreme.
or a Democrat, and I am just so ready for something. If there's ever a time, this is the time for a third-party candidate to step up.
yeah, for sure. I
you
mean,
know?
I feel the same.
But I say that every election
It's
cycle.
always the time, really.
It
just
really
never
is.
happens.
It just never happens. 'Cause people say, well, you're voting for the other person if you vote for a third party. No, I'm voting for that person. Don't tell me how to use my
Vote
vote.
your conscience.
Yeah, I see people, like influential people say that,
Yeah.
and I disagree with that.
Yeah. Especially like...
Now, I know how the election works.
Oh, sure.
But I also know how democracy works. You know what I mean? Like what our forefathers had in mind, and I think they had in mind. Vote for who you want to vote for.
Yeah. Well, my platform, if I were running for president, would be taxation is theft. I hate the police state, and I want freedom for everyone to live their life as they see fit in the pursuit of happiness. Not the guarantee of happiness, the pursuit of happiness.
Yeah.
That's my thing.
Big difference there.
Yeah, I mean, hey, there is a vote coming up this week, actually. It's passed the House. It's going to the Senate, and it is to re-up basically the domestic, like the FISA courts, the domestic spying, and Rand Paul and Mike Lee happen to both be Republicans, are the ones opposing it, right? And let me tell you, if Mitch McConnell and Chuck Schumer, Republican and Democrat, are both for it, and Mike Lee and Rand Paul are against it, if you don't know anything else, that's what you need to know.
Yeah.
Vote against it. I hate the police state, surveillance state. I'm about to get up on the table and start yelling at people.
Get down.
I want a president to come in office
true.
to make the DMV more easily accessed.
How about let's just do away with it?
Okay.
That's what I would be about.
Yeah,
Everybody can drive.
State inspections?
Do away with it.
Stupid.
Do away with it. No, all that is revenue collection.
Yeah, that's duty.
Do away with it. I'm almost to the point where I'm like, do away with the Department of Education, do away with the Department of Veteran Affairs. I mean, just get out of it.
What about the lottery? You okay?
We'll keep that. Keep that.
Keep that. I'm a supporter of that.
Keep that's for education.
Yeah.
It's for good.
Because you can buy it or not. You can buy it or not.
Yeah.
Right. So
It's a tax on the willing.
it is on the willing. That's why we should get rid of the income tax, property tax, and up the sales tax. Because if you don't have money, you don't spend money.
Tax the lottery.
Yeah.
Tax it. You're taxed at 50% on the lottery. Actually, you get
Are
it.
you?
Yeah, you get $1 million. The cash option value is $500,000.
Oh, I guess so. Yeah.
You pay off.
I thought you got home with like 60 almost.
Maybe, but it's a lot.
It's a little over half,
Yeah.
I think, is what I'd heard before.
Hey, in my job, I get a salary and commissions, and they tax my commissions at 40%.
Ooh.
So arbitrarily, if you get $1,000 commission,
Shouldn't work so hard.
right?
That's
Wouldn't get
stupid.
taxed
It
so
is.
hard.
It is theft, dude.
That pisses me off, too.
It does. I'm telling you, man.
It's not even mine, and it pisses me off.
All right, sorry, folks.
Man,
okay,
we just went on a
political
political rant.
I know.
First time?
We're giving 9/11
I'm
conspiracies.
surprised it took until episode 36 or whatever this is to get that deep into it.
Yeah, I think people know my stance on it. I wear my taxation is theft, my Boogaloo 2020 shirt. And I wear it.
Man, I'm serious. I'm pulling back. I'm gonna do what I have always done. I'm gonna do my civic duty.
Yep.
But,
Buy gold.
but I'm not gonna get wrapped up in it this time.
No.
Because whatever.
Why
I
waste the
can't
energy?
control it anyway.
Nope. And it doesn't matter ultimately, unless there's some revolutionary candidate that comes out.
Right.
You can't control. It doesn't matter. Nothing we do matters. So just be a good American.
Is it radical that I guarantee every man, woman, and child with health care? Is that a radical thought?
That is good, dude.
I like this microphone. That sounds
it
good.
sounds like it. Sounds like we got.
Is it a
Bernie.
radical thought?
Hey, did you see Did you see where Joe Biden called that dude basically a POS? Like they got him on video.
Bernie?
It was it was Joe Biden. They were talking about. He was in Michigan talking about like gun rights, and man, he's just straight up
Dog-faced POS.
You're a dog-faced pony soldier, a lying dog-faced pony
I
soldier.
seen where he said AR-14.
That's amazing, isn't it?
I feel like if you can't even get it right, then
Yeah.
Poor guy.
They should get like shocked every time they say something that's
Just completely
baloney,
wrong.
something bogus. Just
Like Goat Boy.
shocked a little bit. Yeah, a guy with a cattle prod or something gets them. Yeah, that was fake. Yeah,
Yeah.
every time.
That'd be good.
That'd be funny.
AR-14.
150 million people died.
16.
Yes. Man, I do
This is
think
my wife.
I do think
man.
Joe Biden has some mental decline happening.
Creepy
Yeah.
Joe.
I'm a member of several Facebook groups that are bipartisan. It's both people, and there are Democrats and Republicans over there saying,
Consensus says.
yeah, they were saying, hey, listen, this is no joke. Like all politics aside, my father or whatever went through Alzheimer, and this is it. This is early stage Alzheimer. So, but it's good to have him have.
Yeah, well, let's let him lead the nation.
Yeah, let's let him have the nuclear codes.
Sure.
The football.
He'll forget. He'll be wandering around out in the White House lawn.
Yeah, sniffing people.
Send it.
Yeah.
Text Joe.
Get in, loser. We're sniffing children. So,
I helped an elderly lady find her way home yesterday at work.
That's sweet.
that is sweet.
yeah, I
You
was-
should run for president.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I was headed outside to the work truck and to get some stuff out of there, and there was an elderly lady, and she said, "Can you tell me where Monroe Street is?" And I said, "Well, I'll have to look that up." She had gone to the city park because it was so pretty outside.
Okay.
She sat down on a park bench, fell asleep,
Okay.
and when she woke up, she was disoriented. She was really sweet, and when I told her it happened, it was at the end of the street we were on, and she said, "Okay, I know where I'm at now." But
Wow.
yeah,
That's your good deed for that
yeah,
day. Did you feel better about yourself?
Yeah, I did. I should have walked her home, to be honest. She had a little walker and everything, but yeah.
You like got in your truck. You're like, all right, see ya.
Yeah. I raced her.
Yeah. Oh, man.
That's when there's a rotten egg.
So I know it was kind of a joke during the episode, but I really wish Amber and Kaylee would get a camel.
I want them to get any kind of camel.
We should look into buying a camel.
Let's do it. You know how people used to have like trail rides with horses? Let's do camels.
We'll dress as Bedouins.
There we go.
Yeah. Matthew, how do you feel about getting a camel? You for it? He's getting a barley pop.
So, speaking of camels, you were talking on the episode with the Grove Hill ladies.
Yep.
About the pine melon.
Yes.
It is actually the citron melon. It is native to Africa, the Kalahari Desert, where it still grows abundantly.
Still, well, I tell you, yeah, that's about it. It still grows abundantly in East Texas too.
Yeah, I'm not sure how. It has become a feral species growing wild as far as western Mexico.
I'm for camels.
You are?
Yeah.
We should get one for a siren mascot.
A mascot camel?
Yeah.
Where
Matthew's
would
wife
we
is
put
here,
it?
and she just cut her eyes at us. You don't want a camel? Okay.
She wants a Great Dane.
Scratch that. She's on board. What, one hump or two? One hump or two humps?
She will take a camel instead.
She
Two
wants
hump
a two
camel.
humper.
Guess what day it is?
Do you ever feel like a two humper
Ding, ding,
would be the
ding.
better, more comfortable one to ride?
Well, yeah. I mean, I
You
don't
get
know
between the humps.
Yeah.
But
They're in the
on
saddle.
The
It's like
one
a
humpers,
lounger camel.
on the one hump
a
camels,
sedan.
you're kind of off to the back.
Yeah.
And that's not good. That's like riding an ostrich or
like a
something.
coupe
You're
and a
having to
sedan.
Hang on the whole time.
Or are the one humpers or two humpers more rare than the other, or are they just
They just store more water, I would assume.
I just think they have a different number of humps.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't really know. I'm sure they're probably native to different regions or something, you know? Like elephants, like there's essentially two kinds of elephants, right?
Yeah.
There's African and then there's Indian.
Yep.
Asian or whatever, but the Asian elephant's smaller, smaller ears, but smarter. So back in the old like black and white movie days, they would take an Asian elephant and put larger ears on him to appear African, but they were more trainable, more smart, more useful in motion pictures.
Which one's meaner?
I can't answer that.
African?
I'm gonna guess the larger African.
Did you ever see the Mythbusters episode where they did Are Elephants Really Afraid of Mice?
Are they?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
They are.
Wow.
They would take elephant poop, like dried elephant poop, and hollow it out, and they would put a fake mouse under it and tie a string to the poop, and like elephants would be walking, and they'd walk towards the poop, and they'd pull it out, and there'd be a mouse there, and it would stop and go the other way. Yeah, it's not just a cartoon
just
thing.
A cartoon thing. Wow. Cartoon
Crazy, isn't it?
stereotypes.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
We should have an elephant show.
That's useful.
Amber, Kaylee, y'all should get an elephant.
Yeah. Also,
Elephant after
Yeah.
the camel.
Yeah.
You think they're listening to this?
And a bigger barn.
Yeah. They'll be like, man, we're going to have to upgrade here.
Have to get a better fence.
We washed an elephant at
You
that,
washed one?
at that zoo.
I feel like they got cheap labor out of you. You were feeding
Yeah,
things.
I mean,
sound.
We fed. We
sure
fed
you
it.
didn't work
I mean, we
there?
didn't wash it. We just
They
like
gave 'em a-
scrubbed it 3 times with 15 other people.
They gave them a $10.99 after.
Yeah.
Like, here's your work.
I'm not sure that's a vacation. You had a job, Jack.
Yeah.
Sound like you.
We didn't have a
worked there.
bill when we left for extras.
Yeah.
They comped part of our stay.
We got to get those guys back.
What was the little place we stayed at in Salinas?
Where was that?
What's that called?
Salinas.
Contraption that we're in?
Every time he says Salinas, I think of Selena.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rewind home to Salinas.
You ever been to Northern California?
No,
It's gorgeous, dude.
I have not. As
Love it.
far straight west as I've been is Arizona,
Oh.
Phoenix, and
Did you go to
Flagstaff.
The Flagstaff's awesome,
Beautiful, isn't it?
dude. It is awesome.
and it's like an hour from Phoenix, and it's 40 degrees cooler.
yeah, like summer temps are like 80 degrees.
Right, it's
you know?
beautiful there.
You ever been to Flagstaff? We've talked about this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Driven through it.
It's awesome, isn't it?
I like it because it's cold.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what we were saying.
and it's only an hour from Phoenix.
Yeah, we drive. We've driven through a couple times on the way to Vegas, and usually in November, so there's usually snow on the ground.
Were
It's just kind of a
you
cool vibe.
In a family
trees.
truckster station wagon, perhaps.
I've done it in a
Suburban.
minivan, and I've done
You
it.
guys,
in
the Harveys strike me as a station wagon family. Before the Jeeps and stuff.
In the early '90s.
You had a wagon?
There was a
Really?
Celebrity. Remember the Chevrolet Celebrity?
Yeah.
The station wagon.
Okay.
Curved front end.
We had it.
Very
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, the back seat.
I just
like the tail gunner seat.
Yep.
Oh,
All
yeah,
of
where you
that.
can look backwards.
Yep.
Ooh, that's cool.
That makes me feel weird.
Then they went
though.
with the Caravan, Dodge Caravan.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And Jeffrey was telling me the other day that Caravan saved Chrysler, Dodge, whatever at the time,
Really?
from bankruptcy or economic distress. I don't know.
Yeah.
But he said that the Caravan itself was what brought him back. I don't know how much truth there is to that, but he seemed pretty confident when he told me.
This is interesting.
And I said, that's funny because my parents had a Caravan at that time, which, I mean, if your parents did, that probably...
I find it
son.
interesting y'all were talking about that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know how that came up.
that is weird.
We just got an insight into-
We were talking about Dodges. He just got a Dodge from McBroom, and it's the old 93. It looks like a 75,
Oh.
but it's that old, ugly, rounded, I think it's ugly, Dodge look. And we got to talking about the Dodge, and then that's how it got brought up.
Right.
Yeah, he's got an old Dodge diesel back
You know
there.
they make Dodge Caravan minivans in all-wheel drive, which would be the perfect gambler car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ashley Subaru's all-wheel drive. It's
Maybe
pretty
we should take that.
awesome. Yeah.
I kind of want a
Subaru.
Subaru. I want my wife to get one.
Dude, they're awesome.
I've seen them like lifted and set up kind of for overlanding. And they look really cool.
Yeah. Ashley's is the Ascent, and it is. I love
Hers
it.
is kind of bigger, right?
Yeah, I think it's actually this is the first or
Does it have
second year
third
they've
row?
come out. It does have
okay,
third
yeah.
row. So it's basically a bigger like Outback or whatever, or
And we
Forester.
are white bread, aren't we? Up here discussing
Mom
crossover
cars.
SUVs, minivans.
Yeah,
Man.
I'm wearing Birkenstocks
I'm
right
gonna
now.
go and make some beef jerky or something after this. Something tough.
Yeah. Well, guys,
If
been
anybody that listens to the show has access to a camel, please let me know.
Yeah.
James,
Or
James and I
knowledge.
would like to ride it and or feed it.
yeah, maybe babysit it, camel sit
Yeah,
it.
maybe buy some of its offspring. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how much time we got.
Yeah. What's the gestation period on a camel?
Probably 6 years.
Yeah.
You know how they retain water and stuff? I'm sure they can go a long time.
Yeah.
Put one in your backyard.
Yeah, I don't know. Can you get a mini camel? Sure.
Oh man.
Yeah, like they have mini horses and stuff. Do you know, Kevin?
A Camelita?
like a Shetland camel or something?
Yeah, but it'd be mean,
They don't have that? No Shetland camels? I don't know, man.
The big bangs.
Yeah, like
We have to know one person that knows something about camels.
well, we need to just go retrace our steps back road the other day. They had like
I can
three of
find
them.
that camel again.
Yeah, I know where it's at.
Do you know just past that house, there is a large statue of a velociraptor?
No, we
Same
didn't
road.
see that.
Yeah, like the next house, there's like a 8-foot velociraptor in the yard.
How did we not see that the other
I've
day?
seen it a bunch. Maybe I forgot to show you. I was so fixated on the camels that we saw.
Fannin County, baby.
Yeah, cool stuff.
And the next house was a meth lab.
Yeah, that's where we were going.
Yeah,
What time of day was this?
it was early.
It was daytime.
Okay.
Yeah, we'd just been up for 5
Matthew
days.
is
So-
again questioning
Sticking
our
to the story,
credibility.
huh?
Yep. Man, it was daytime,
Okay.
Yeah.
and that was before the time change.
Yep. So
it's an
shout
hour
out
later.
to raptors and camels and meth houses.
That's it. So,
All right, guys.
Well, we'd like to thank 903 Broadband, wouldn't
Heck
we?
yeah, we would.
Jason, hit me with that number.
That is 1903 broadband.
That's wrong.
Is it?
It's
you sure?
totally wrong. 903 is right.
Okay.
But not in that order.
Okay. Hit me.
8855 903 Flash.
Flash. FLA.
Repeat that for me.
SH. That is 1903
my nose hurts.
broadband. Flash.
Email?
I don't know.
Can you remember the email?
Was there a niner in there?
Sales at 903bb.com.
Okay.
Yeah, 903 hooks us up here, and they take care of us and get this thing up on the airwaves
They do.
as quick as possible.
They should change their phone number to something easier.
So we really appreciate their fast upload speeds
We do.
on the 12 o'clock siren Wi-Fi here.
What else do you like besides fast upload speeds?
You know I like Dallas.